Okay, so we're here, and we are going to do coordinate proofs for the quadrilaterals phase 1. Alright, so let's just get after it. We're going to go right here and cut out some of the nonsense. And slopes of parallel lines are equal, while the slopes of the perpendicular lines are opposite reciprocals. Alright, which we say oppie, floppy. And the formula for slope would be this one right here, something you learned in Algebra 1. Alright, this one's about the distance formula. Remember, right here is the distance formula. Alright, and then the midpoint is right there. Alright, so these are three famous formulas, and we're going to use them. Alright, looking at this one right here, we got endpoints of AB are graphed on a coordinate plane. It gives us AB. What is the slope of AB? Alright, the slope of AB would be, well, we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember, it doesn't matter which one's which. We just got to keep our work organized once we plug it into the formula. We got 4 minus 5, 4 minus negative 3. So remember, that can become 4 minus 5 over 9 plus 3, or negative 1/12. Sweet. Alright, was the slope parallel to the line segment below? Alright. So yeah, we have the formula, but let's also, we can count. How far do I go down? I went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I went down 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. Alright, so the given slope was negative 6 over 6. That means the parallel slope, since they're equal, would also be negative 1. Sweet. What is the slope perpendicular to the one with the slope of 3/4? Remember, this is where we go oppie, floppy. Alright, so oppie, floppy, the perpendicular slope would be negative 4/3. A good way to remember this is A over B. Positive A over B would go to negative B over A. What is the slope of the line perpendicular to the segment graph below? So this one's, for the sake of it, let's use the formula. We're kind of cruising through. x1, y1, x2, y2. We're going to have the slope equals this formula right here. And yeah, sweet. So then the perpendicular slope would be negative 3 over 1, which is just negative 3. But boom. Right? So we got all these coordinates here. Which of the following statements are true? We have A, B, C, B. Alright, so it's asking about angles, so let's just, I guess, start finding some measures. Alright. Or some slopes. Alright, quickly finding the slope of AB, I would get negative 3 minus 4, 10 plus 3. So I'm going to get negative 7 over 13. Slope of CB would be 9 minus 4 over 2 plus 3. So I'm going to get 5 over 5, which is 1. So we know it's not equal, but then that would mean if we graphed one of these, what? I think there's a typo on this problem right here, unless I did something wrong. We're going to chalk this up. There's a typo. Alright. Whoever made this problem messed up. They're not equal. I mean, they're not opposite reciprocals, so they're not perpendicular. Silly iBook person. Alright. Basically, this is saying which one of the following is the length of DF. Well, not these formulas. Those are midpoints and slopes, so it's one of these. It's going to be negative 8 minus 2. So it's not the one with the plus. Boom. What? Another typo in this, where the square roots go, they disappear. Yikes. Alright. We're going to find GH right here, or which is, hold on. I missed a problem. Alright. So again, just quickly plugging this into the distance formula. Oops. Negative 2 minus 6 squared plus 9 minus 3 squared. Boom, we're going to get 64 plus 36, square root of 100, which is 10. This is the same problem, but you're just doing two of them. You're finding DF and GH. Ooh, if you notice something right here, this is like kind of a cheat code. This just has a length of 4. Alright, I'll quickly show it though. We're going to have 3 minus 3 squared plus 5 minus 1 squared. Alright, so this is going to be 0 plus 4 squared, which goes to the square root of 16, which is 4. Alright, that was super fast. I'm so good at math. Over here, this is going to be negative 1 plus 2. 1 minus 5. 1 squared plus negative 4 squared. 16. Square root of 17, which is going to be bigger. GH is bigger, because square root of 17 is bigger than the square root of 16. Alright, all I have to do is compare these two numbers to know that this one is bigger. Ooh, now we get a good old midpoint one. Sweet. Alright. Midpoint. Alright. So we're going to get negative 4 plus 10 divided by 2. Alright, since this is multiple choice, we're going to cheat a little bit and say this is going to go 6 over 2, which is 3. So it's going to have to be this one. Alright, I guess for fun we'll calculate the other number and say, well, the other side would have been 5 minus 6, which goes to negative 1/2. Alright, and in the midpoint of this segment, yeah, we could easily count, but since we're practicing it, so relaxing just to find a bunch of midpoints. 1/2 over and 1. Oops, there we go. right there. And then what is the midpoint of diagonal CE? Oh my god. Great. This is easy. -1, 1. Sweet.